Hey folks, welcome. Hey, this is Jason from the Trust, and today's Safety Short, we're going to talk to you about angle grinder safety. Angle grinders is one of the handiest tools that we have in our shops or on the job site, but they can literally chop you into pieces. Seriously, these grinders can be one of the most dangerous tools in your crib. So using them correctly is essential to be safe on the job. So let's dive right in and talk about keeping safe working with angle grinders. So an angle grinder is really a simple tool. It's a motor, an electric motor that could either be driven by a cord like this one, or it could be a cordless version. And that motor provides power to a little gearing system that changes the angle of it and directs the power to some sort of a cutting disc. These grinders come in a wide variety of configurations, both large and small, for a cutting or grinding a wide variety of different materials. The challenge is making sure that we get the right grinder for the job and that we use it appropriately. Probably the most important part of an angle grinder is this guard. Now I left this one loose here so you can see it's designed to be moved and to place a barrier between you and this dangerous disc here, that if it happens to fly apart, so it doesn't come back and chop you into pieces. You can get a grinding or cutting disc to cut or grind anything from metal to masonry to wood for that matter. The important part is making sure you buy the correct disc for the job. Your first step is to select the right size disc for your grinder. The wrong size disc can be deadly. The next step is to make sure the RPM rating of the disc is higher than your grinder's RPM rating. Over-rotating a disc can lead to its failure and your injury. Now you've selected the proper size and RPM disc, choose the right disc for your intended substrate. Don't use masonry disc on metal, and don't use a metal disc on masonry. Have a variety of discs on hand so you have the right one for the job. A grinding disc should not be used for cutting, and a cutting disc should not be used for grinding. Always inspect your discs for cracks or damage before use. Any disc that has a hole or a crack should be immediately discarded. Replace worn discs when the grinder guard makes the disc difficult to use. Inspect your grinder to make sure the cords are in good condition and all controls are undamaged and work correctly. Make sure that the grinding disc is tightly secured. Before using an angle grinder, make sure you have the proper PPE for the job. Safety glasses and a face shield, along with proper gloves and hearing protection, are required for grinder use. In some cases, you will need respiratory protection to protect you from silica or other hazardous dusts. Don't wear loose clothing, jewelry, or have dangling strings or ties on your clothing. Make sure to tie back long hair. Inspect your work area for flammable or combustible materials and use good housekeeping to avoid trips and falls while using equipment. Hey, thanks for taking a few minutes to learn about angle grinder safety. Go out and have a safe day.